Hot tap water versus cold tap water. Hot tap water and cold tap water are different in several ways. Here are some of the main differences between the two. Temperature. The most obvious difference between hot tap water and cold tap water is the temperature. Hot tap water is heated to a temperature of around 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 49 to 60 degrees Celsius, while cold tap water is typically between 40 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 to 16 degrees Celsius. Uses. Hot tap water is typically used for tasks that require hot or warm water, such as washing dishes, bathing, and doing laundry. Cold tap water, on the other hand, is used for tasks that require cool or cold water, such as drinking, cooking, and cleaning. Contaminants. Hot tap water is more likely to contain contaminants such as lead and other metals, as well as bacteria since it's been sitting in your hot water tank or pipes. Cold tap water is typically fresher and less likely to contain contaminants, especially if it's been properly treated by your local water treatment facility. Energy consumption. Using hot tap water requires energy to heat up the water, which can increase your energy consumption and utility bills. In contrast, using cold tap water does not require any additional energy, since the water is already at a cool temperature. Safety. Hot tap water can pose a safety risk, especially to young children and the elderly, since it can cause scalding and burns. Cold tap water is generally considered safe for consumption and use, as long as it has been properly treated and tested for contaminants. In conclusion, hot tap water and cold tap water have different properties and uses. It's important to be aware of these differences and to use hot tap water safely to prevent burns and other safety risks. Additionally, regularly testing and maintaining your plumbing system can help ensure that your hot and cold tap water is safe and free from contaminants. Risks and problems from using hot water from tap. Using hot water from the tap for drinking and cooking can be convenient, but it's important to be aware of the potential risks and problems associated with this practice. Here are some things to keep in mind. Contaminants. Hot water can contain higher levels of contaminants such as lead, copper, and other metals, as well as bacteria, due to the way it is stored and circulated through your plumbing system. It's important to have your water tested regularly to ensure that it's safe for consumption and cooking. Temperature. Hot tap water can be scalding and cause burns, especially in young children and the elderly. It's important to let the water run for a few seconds to allow the hot water to cool down before using it for drinking or cooking. Chemicals. Hot water can dissolve and release chemicals from your plumbing system, such as PVC, which can be harmful if ingested. It's important to avoid using hot water from the tap for cooking or drinking if you suspect that your plumbing system contains these chemicals. Taste. Hot tap water can have a different taste than cold tap water due to the way it's stored and circulated. Some people find that hot tap water has a metallic or off taste, which can affect the taste of their food and beverages. Energy consumption. Using hot water from the tap for cooking can be convenient, but it also requires energy to heat up the water, which can increase your energy consumption and utility bills. Using hot water from the tap for drinking and cooking can be convenient, but it's important to be aware of the potential risks and problems associated with this practice. Regularly testing your water and maintaining your plumbing system can help ensure that your hot tap water is safe for consumption and use. Drinking hot water from the tap, good or bad? The topic of drinking hot water from the tap is a subject of debate among experts and the general public. Some people believe that drinking hot water from the tap is safe and convenient, while others argue that it can be harmful to your health. Here are some of the arguments from both sides. Arguments for drinking hot water from the tap. Convenience. Drinking hot water from the tap can be convenient, especially for those who don't have access to a stove or kettle. It can also save time and energy compared to boiling water. Health benefits. Some people believe that drinking hot water can have health benefits, such as aiding digestion, promoting hydration, and relieving congestion. Drinking hot water from the tap can provide these benefits without the need for a separate heating source. Cost savings. Using hot water from the tap can be more cost-effective than boiling water on a stove or using an electric kettle. Arguments against drinking hot water from the tap. Contaminants. As mentioned earlier, hot water can contain higher levels of contaminants such as lead, copper, and bacteria. These contaminants can be harmful to your health if ingested over time. Chemicals. Hot water can dissolve and release chemicals from your plumbing system, such as PVC, which can be harmful if ingested. Temperature. Drinking hot water from the tap can be dangerous, especially for children and the elderly, as the water can be scalding and cause burns. Taste. Some people find that hot tap water has a metallic or off taste, which can affect the taste of their food and beverages. The debate over drinking hot water from the tap is ongoing, and it ultimately comes down to personal preference and safety considerations. If you choose to drink hot water from the tap, it's important to be aware of the potential risks and take steps to ensure that your water is safe for consumption. This can include regular testing and maintenance of your plumbing system, and allowing the water to run for a few seconds to cool down before drinking it. Solutions. If you choose to drink hot water from the tap, there are several reasons and solutions to ensure that it is safe for consumption. Here are some tips. Test your water. It's important to have your tap water tested regularly to ensure that it is safe to drink. You can contact your local water utility or a certified laboratory to have your water tested for contaminants. Flush your pipes. If you haven't used your hot water tap for a while, it's a good idea to let the water run for a few seconds before using it. This will help flush out any stagnant water and contaminants that may have accumulated in your pipes. Clean your water heater. Regular maintenance of your water heater is important to prevent the buildup of sediment and bacteria. You can flush your water heater every 6 months to remove any sediment and bacteria that may have accumulated. Use a filter. A water filter can help remove contaminants such as lead and copper from your tap water. There are several types of filters available, including activated carbon filters and reverse osmosis systems. Check your plumbing. If you have an older home with lead pipes or plumbing fixtures, it's important to have them replaced to prevent the leaching of lead into your tap water. Monitor the temperature. It's important to be aware of the temperature of the hot water coming from your tap, especially if you have children or elderly individuals in your home. Installing a thermostatic mixing valve can help regulate the temperature and prevent scalding. Drinking hot water from the tap can be a safe and convenient option, but it's important to take steps to ensure that your water is free from contaminants and safe for consumption. By following these tips, you can enjoy the benefits of drinking hot water from the tap without compromising your health or safety. In conclusion, drinking hot water from the tap can be a convenient and cost-effective option for those who prefer it over other methods of obtaining hot water. However, there are potential risks and concerns that should be considered before consuming hot tap water. Contaminants, such as lead, can be present in tap water, and the temperature of hot tap water can also pose a risk of scalding. It is important to take measures to ensure that your tap water is safe for consumption, such as regularly testing the water, flushing pipes, cleaning the water heater, using a filter, and monitoring the temperature. Ultimately, the decision to drink hot water from the tap is a personal one. and individuals should make an informed decision based on their own preferences and circumstances.